Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Our lesson objective today is to read the fable, The Fox and the Grapes, and identify the moral of the fable. We've read a few fables here on the channel. I'll leave those videos linked in the description box below if you'd like to watch them again or if you missed them. The general characteristics of a fable are that fables are short stories, the characters are animals, the animals can talk, and the purpose of a fable is to teach a lesson. The lesson is called a moral, and the moral is explicitly stated at the end of the fable. The most famous fables were written by a Greek man named Aesop, and all of Aesop's fables are available for free on the Library of Congress website, which I'll leave linked in the description box as well. Let's go ahead and read the fable, The Fox and the Grapes. A fox one day spied a beautiful bunch of ripe grapes hanging from a vine trained along the branches of a tree. The grapes seemed ready to burst with juice, and the fox's mouth watered as he gazed longingly at them. The bunch hung from a high branch, and the fox had to jump for it. The first time he jumped, he missed it by a long way. So he walked off a short distance and took a running leap at it, only to fall short once more. Again and again he tried, but in vain. Now he sat down and looked at the grapes in disgust. "What a fool I am," he said. "Here I am wearing myself out to get a bunch of sour grapes that are not worth gaping for." And off he walked, very, very scornfully. And there's a cool feature that I noticed on this fable, which is that it has been animated for us. So the directions say to click on the orange fox to begin. So I'll go ahead and click on him, and let's watch this fable. Now that we've seen the animation and we've read the fable, let's go ahead and summarize what happened in the fable so we can try to determine what was the moral or the lesson of the fable. There was a fox and he saw some grapes, and the grapes are described as beautiful, ripe. They seem ready to burst with juice, and the fox's mouth was watering as he looked at the grapes. So the fox tries again and again to get the grapes, but he is unable to. And at the end of the fable, the fox calls himself a fool for trying to get the grapes. He says the grapes are sour and that they are not worth his time trying to get. So what we need to do is make an inference about why the fox changed his mind. Why did the fox want the grapes at the beginning of the fable, but by the end of the fable, he said that they were sour and he didn't want them? The answer is that the fox changed his mind because he couldn't have the grapes. He said that the grapes were sour to make himself feel better about the fact that he couldn't have them. This is something that humans do a lot. When we want something that we can't have, we tell ourselves we never really wanted it and that it's not so great. Think about a time that you were on the playground at school or maybe at a park and you saw some kids playing and you asked if you could join them. A lot of times kids will say yes, but sometimes they say no. If they said no, as you walked away, maybe you told yourself, I didn't really want to play with them anyway. That game didn't look like that much fun. Well, that's not true. The game did look like fun, and you did want to join them because you asked to join them. But because your feelings were hurt and you wanted to make yourself feel better, you tell yourself, I didn't want to play with them anyway. That game didn't look like fun. And that is what we call sour grapes. That's a pretty popular expression, and what it means is you're telling yourself you didn't want something, but the only reason you're saying it is because you couldn't get it. And that moral is stated here. It's in more sophisticated language, but the moral says there are many who pretend to despise and belittle that which is beyond their reach. And so the word despise is a synonym for hate, and the word belittle means that you speak badly about something. And so there are many who pretend to hate and talk badly about that which is beyond their reach, that which they cannot have. And I think that is the case with the fox. He's saying the grapes are sour because even though he tried his hardest, he wasn't able to get them. This fable is available on the Library of Congress website. I really encourage you to check that website out. They have lots of free reading materials. They're easy to access, and that is all that I have for you today. But I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.